Hello, and welcome back to the continuing adventures of Blackheart as he treks through the dungeon. Well, last we left off, I had been doing rather badly, and I wish to revise this position. So, first things first, I've gotten a comment that I apparently missed a scroll of acquirement. Oh yeah, but it costs 830 gold, so I'm not going to pick it up just now. Second, somebody very correctly pointed out, why are you not using a better glaive? And I apparently dropped a god-gifted glaive of chopping because I thought I was never going to get my pole arms that high and wanted to stick with tridents. Well, reality check. We've come full circle, and I clearly am not getting a better weapon, so might as well. Yeah. I think that's about all my cleaning house that I needed to do. So, yep, and +5 to hit is actually fairly decent. So let's head on through the dungeon. I'm gonna have to reorient myself a little bit. I've got Berserk, Heroism, and Finesse are my weapons of choice for this particular run. I'm steadily turning into some kind of beast, which is less than good. How am I doing for food? I remember that was an issue. Clearly it's not that big an issue anymore. I have rations at my back. Let's make sure I don't want to waste my valuable potion. So, what is unknown in terms of potions right now? Crap. I just screwed something up very badly. I think unknown items is the dash. There we go. Potion of gain, porridge, strong poison, decay, cure mutation, coagulated blood, confusion, and blood. So, confusion, decay, I don't care. Honestly, there's a very low chance that this is the one cure mutation potion, and all the other negative effects are tolerable. And if it is the cure mutation, I'll lose my berserkeritis. So yeah, I'll drink it. It was confusion. Perfect. Save myself a scroll. I need to blast that thing before it hits me. Let's continue to use up my wand of cold. Excellent. Easy kill. Another easy kill, and we'll sacrifice the corpse. Curare needles I can ignore. Damn berserkeritis is the reason that I'm constantly suffering starvation issues. Again, focus the vampire, then kill off the summons. So we're in a very interesting situation where, thanks to my ring of teleport, control, and blink, I'm very safe under a wide variety of circumstances that normally would be lethal. And because of my mutations, I'm now being obligated to play that way, so it works out. I don't need to carry all these weapons. I'm gonna drop my scrolls of enchant weapon though, rather than use them. Because my presumption is, in the future, I'm gonna find a weapon I actually want to enchant instead of a generic glaive and be like, well, hey, it's good enough. Something with a good brand on it. Carrying a very hefty number of javelins, I can reduce that too. That should help with the weight issue. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to pick up 5 chunks, but I don't need 5, just a couple. Yeah, just ignore it, please. Drop. Actually, you know what? You can leave the meat ration too, because 2 rations is all I ever carry. Pair of embroidered gauntlets. It's not going to be better than what I have now, but who knows, maybe. +2 gauntlets of dexterity versus evocable rage, resistance to electricity, reduction of accuracy. The reduction of accuracy is actually kind of a bother right now. Arelec is only useful in some situations, and I'm pretty sure I killed Nicola already. I wonder if there's a way to pull up a kill list easily in game. What else? And I'm wearing an evocable rage amulet. So, wait, what? I'm not wearing that amulet? Oh, I'm wearing conservation. Giving up evocable rage could prove to be a mistake, but But it's very tempting to gain the +3 to Dex that this is giving me, because that will boost my damage, and my to hit, and my dodge. So, we're gonna try it out. And I've got Berserkeritis, so it's not like I won't have any access to Rage. Wait. I just missed a Plutonium Sword. And then I got shafted. Okay. The shafting was at most 1 or 2 floors, so no biggie. Definitely want heroism before I engage on a troll. And that's the other thing. Now that I have access to Okuwaru's abilities, it's not like I really need... You can just ignore that. It's not like I really need Berserk anymore. I can just rely on his heroism and finesse instead. I just turned into a stone statue. Izul, on the other hand, is a situation where you want to be able to Berserk. So let us whip out the correct gauntlets. Berserk. I fail. I succeed. And we will just kick his ass. Okay, he's down. Behind him was a dragon, which is almost certainly coming closer. We will cure. Do I need to cure? Yeah, I totally need to cure. We'll cure out of poison. I can't imagine that the dragon isn't right there, so we'll turn on heroism at the very least, just to cover my bases. I fully restored my health, and I sacrificed Izul. The dragon was in fact not right there. So, sometimes good things do happen to bad people. Shout for the dragon and then wait, because this is totally Skyrim and shouting at dragons is a thing. Okay, he's just around the corner, so heroism and then we'll take him on. Good. Okay. So far, so good. New book. This is remarkably similar looking to the book I threw into a pool of water. Except that one I actually could have potentially used. Haste is a good spell, and it may be worth studying magic just charms to be able to pick up haste. Oh, you can go ahead and show me the basic levels. I have 0 charm skill right now, and 0 spellcasting skill though. So honestly, the amount of energy I would have to put in is prohibitive. Swiftness I would make the trek for. Haste without having already pre-trained swiftness just is very uphill. Jesus, man, took them all out, and not one of them left a corpse. Just awesome. I'm trying to destroy my stack of apples. Easy takedown. Regen off the corpse for a while before sacking it. Okay, this is a bad situation for me. Quickly eat something to get my health back. Rupert has a paralyzing shout of some kind, if I recall correctly. So I want to get to a nice narrow corridor where they can't take me on multiple at a time. We're going to start off with heroism and finesse and berserk. We are just the min speed on these attacks is such that I'm probably still getting in. I'm curious how much overkill that was for Rupert here. Blah 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 blah. Okay, here we go. You slice Rupert, wounded. You miss Rupert, you kick Rupert, he's slightly wounded. He gets a shot. Then I get an attack, I get an attack, I get an attack, and then he gets an attack. I get an attack, I get an attack, and then he gets an attack. I get an attack, I get an attack, he gets an attack. That was with him being berserk. I just was way too fast compared to him. And despite all of the piety I doubtlessly used up, sacrificing Rupert has given me a lot back. So putting on a cap. Oh, I didn't actually have anything in that slot, so that was just a straight up improvement. And we'll just eat a meat ration to make good, and voila! That was awesome. I don't want to waste an ID ring on this, so just try it on. It's cursed gives me a good reason to remove it. Dex minus is definitely a good reason to remove it. Put my telecontrol back on and ditch the... Don't ditch the wrong ring this time. I do that too often. Sharpened silver wand. These guys are less scary, so I just take them on in the hallway. There was something I was going to test, I believe. Yes, the new wand. Magic darts. Nothing worth keeping. Easy takedowns. Just take them all down. I'm sick, but with any luck... Actually, none of them left the corpse until the very last one, so... Didn't actually have that going for me. Drop the wand of magic darting. With any luck, some poor schmuck will come by and use it on me, and I'll be like, haha, takes no damage. Shout. Scream and shout and let it out, baby. I am not liking you. Oh, I got shafted, didn't I? So this is not necessarily a safe retreat. No, I only got shafted one floor. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part, by the way, guys. If you ever get shafted, you need to take careful note of what floor you are on and how many floors you have been knocked down, so that you can plan accordingly just how overmatched you are. Or how far you need to go to get back to where you need to be. Like, being shafted at one floor is honestly not as big a deal in terms of enemy level, because you would have gone downstairs anyway pretty soon, as it is in terms of not having a safe retreat. I'm gonna focus on, again, sacrificing more often. I'm trying to get gifts rather than save on food. Okay, we definitely want a berserk here or something, so boom, boom. That should do the trick. I have to remember that going berserk actually costs a lot of food in the end. And just because I'm not currently worried about my food stash doesn't mean I will never be worried about it. Hell, this is the same game I nearly died. Well, not nearly died, but I was on the brink and actually had to factor hunger into my calculations on several occasions. Just so I remember, that stack... Yeah, okay, so I have raided a food garden. It's not like I was wrong. I have tons and tons of permafood waiting. Okay, floor's clear. Next floor. Oh, love of God, rock worms. Notice how I backed off an extra square. You always want to make sure that you can hit the rock worm one more time while they retreat. If you can. I mean, if you can't set that up, then just accept that you're not going to kill the rock worm right away. This is actually just a perfect situation in which to eat. I've just regenerated a ton of health, so... Drop 5-0. Drop whatever else you need to get down to the appropriate weight. Class. Gauntlets of Dexterity, since you're obviously not taking away your regen until the game forces you to, or your Berserk. And Wand of... no, never mind. Trident of Venom. I cannot imagine a situation in which I will want to pick at somebody with Venom at this point, when I'm so clearly switching over to the glaive. Okay. Tab fighters. Robots in disguise. Oh wait, I'm not a Minotaur, so being completely surrounded does not give me retaliatory attacks, so let's go upstairs. Sack. There's another enemy, but I can come back for him later. Butcher, eat, sack. It's a harpy that's able to steal my food, I believe, but... well, it's a dead harpy that isn't able to steal my food. I don't want to be there. Let's go to this door instead. I could have sworn I just left that door. Must have gotten turned around. Okay, butcher, eat. Just ignore that one. You're holding on to chunks and chunks of meat. Oh, this is going to a bad situation. Give him enough time to break up. He's not breaking up. There we go. He's breaking up. Kill the fleeing one. Good. Adjacent one. Level up. Dex boosting. Up we go. Down we go. If those had been dispersal arrows, this could have been a much more dangerous situation. I might even have been forced to blink again. Shout. And yes, that was the joke. That for me, much more dangerous at this stage just means slightly more disconcerting. None of these are actually at my level to study. Okuwaru altar. I really do wish there was a reward for finding another altar to your god, but obviously there's no need to put a reward in the game for that. Drop 2A and drop the partially used wand. Throw the wand of... Be very careful to throw what you mean to throw, but throw it in the water. Polymorph other is inevitably something I don't want to deal with. Especially when I already have so many miserable mutations on me as it is. I'll be real with you guys and say I did not want this to be a monstrous run. But you have to play the hand you're dealt. And this has been a great run for me playing the hand I'm dealt, whether I like it or not. Okay. But yeah, they did give me a nice early ring of teleport control on my warper or my shifter or whatever the game is calls it. So hard to really hate the RNG no matter how much he's tried to kill me ever since. It's almost like it's almost like when the DM gives out a +5 armor when he meant to give out 5 armors or something like that, but he gave out, you know, when the DM screws up on what he gives you, and then he doesn't want to tell the player you need to give that back. You know, if it's been a couple sessions and all. So instead of doing that, he tries something creative, like having a thief come and steal it, or having the armor start to corrode. But instead, the player uses what the DM gave him so well that the DM can't get rid of it, can't kill him off, no matter what he tries to do. That's kind of what the situation is here. The RNG, which is the closest this game has to a DM, gave me this ridiculously powerful combination with blink tele control on floor, what, 1, 2, 3, very early on at any rate. And now he's been trying ever since to punish me for it without success. Just pull. Actually, you I will eat. Oh, perfect. This looks like a good pull. Alright. Pull. Pull. Yeah, 2 skeletons are about as unthreatening to me as you could imagine. Alright, that's a good pull. Problem is you can't pull skeletons, so they keep staying no matter what I do. Okay. So we have already crossed the entrance to the vaults. I just felt like continuing on. Berserk would be a good move here, but unfortunately I'm out of time, so blink. Not out of time in real life, out of time in terms of I should have activated the skill earlier. I've already taken significant damage. So out we go, out we go. Recover, eat a grape. Yeah, we've already uncovered the vaults. I just felt like going a little bit further. Not because I have to, because I want to. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage actually from this slimy thing. So let's regroup. Heroism and finesse should cover me. Pull. That's 1 kill. That's 2 kills. Sacrifice. Let the regen do its work. Sacrifice. Go down while I'm still hero finessed. Finish my sacrificing and... Oh, is that it? Seriously? I mean, I'm ready to one-shot things, and you guys aren't even here to one-shot. There we go. Dragon. And right as the last enemy dies, that's when the berserk happens. That's the sucky part of auto berserk. There's a ruined glaive I just missed. I should go back for it. It's Snorg. It's like Smog, except his name is Snorg. And he's not a dragon. And he's nothing like Smog. Alrighty, hang on just a second. Figure out what this is. Cheers to you. What the fuck? Okay. Nausea. How I hate thee. Let me count the ways. You were a bad idea when they first invented you. I called it. I got yelled at. Not yelled at, but you know, people disagreed with me on the forums. And now it has been reverted from the game. Sometimes it's nice when you make the right call. Reach. Poke, 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 poke. Kill. Poke, poke. You're rotting, which implies that you died to a trap or something. Okay. Let's go back for that glaive that I ignored. 2-2 chopping. Well, given that the current glaive I have is +5 to accuracy, and I'm wearing -2 to accuracy, so this technically is a wash if I wear the... Wait, what the hell? They're both glaives of chopping? I thought this was unbranded. Well, I apologize for being an idiot and not reading the goddamn board. But yeah, apparently I've been wielding a glaive of chopping this whole time, which actually explains why my attack speed has been so good, especially when I buff it. I'll go ahead and do one of these. I'll just drop... Okay, you know what? Just ignore all of that stuff then. Another gift, a shiny buckler. A shiny buckler of you need 3 hands, so wield nothing and try it out. Buckler of Reflection is good enough for me to want to train. My initial picture of this guy's endgame was shield in one hand, demon trident in another, wearing high class armor but able to blink through it. That is clearly not the picture that is materializing. Just saying. Given that my strength is locked down at 14, I'm probably never going to be able to wear armor that's significantly better than leather, especially since 3 of that strength is coming from the leather armor, so it's not going to happen. I can at the very least get rid of my crap buckler. The spear training would require that I have a spear, which I have not yet found. And would require me to really invest in shields to make it worth my while to go one-handed. Whereas just mauling things with a giant polearm is honestly a more straightforward strategy right now. So yeah, we're going to take off the shield, wield the glaive, and just stay the course. This looks like a room full of works. We will engage heroism and finesse before entering, because, yep, we're totally going to get the piety back this second. We're also almost certainly going to... Contaminated me. Something contaminated me. That's weird. I don't think I did anything to contaminate myself, but something clearly contaminated me. I'm just gonna get out into the hall. You know what? I'm gonna have to, by the time this is done, I'll end up being berserk. Just because that's look how many orcs I have to go through with berserkeritis. So I might as well initiate it myself early. Without Trog, you don't sustain your berserk nearly as well, apparently. I was killing 1 per turn and it ended. Anyway, it hardly matters. We will quickly get back all the Okuwaru piety that I would have lost. With interest. I think that's everything. And yep, sure enough, they have virtually nothing of interest or want for me. Which is good. Which is very good. That's another floor cleared. And honestly, at this point, heading to the vaults is the next obvious step. So we'll pick it up from there next time. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.